Yeah. Thermal land still on the way, and more obs and Colossi. Surprised that Zoom hasn't really taken up. He's just finishing up his factory right now in the main. Actually getting supply capped a lot. He's been using this call down supply depot, which will sort of end game give you extra 100 minerals, but yeah, it's a sign that your macro's been slipping. He's building 3 at once, so definitely feeling the nerves. And having a Ghost Academy, but not yet actually using it. He doesn't have a Ghost on the field at all. Would really like to see that coming out soon, just because he is banking a lot of gas, about 700, 600 now. And for a Terran, that's just so much gas. He's in a land of abundance right now.
Yeah, definitely. If he was trying to go for some upgrades and spend that money just on upgrades or something, I mean, upgrades would probably be a good idea, seeing as you're going like completely bio. Why not chuck up an engineering bay or two and just use that gas on some upgrades, or take up with it, or just do something with it?
And he's only got Stim. He hasn't got Combat Shield or a Concussive Shell at the moment. Going to be building his Starport up now to get out some Vikings and possibly even Medivacs. But Deadfo sitting in a commanding lead. Looks like he's going to take another expansion, or at least place some pylons around to gain some vision for any potential drops. Yeah, like we saw in that last PVT, where drops basically bought his way back into the game for a while there. And more gateways being thrown down. Zealot charge on the way. Deadvo built 2 Twilight Castles. I was like, what's the mistake? And then I went to his base.
Funny, oh yeah, it's so funny how stuff like this can happen, where you make a building where it only has like 2 upgrades possible on it, and
get the double Cybercore build. Oh,
especially when you wanted to make a different building than what you do. So, I mean, like for Zergs, for example, if you want to make a spawning pool, you can press BS. But if you want to make a spire, you press BS. And since B and V are so close together, you just make another spawning pool instead of a spire.
And Zoom, just sticking on bio. He's got a couple of ghosts out, which will be able to EMP, but it's going to come down to force fields. I really don't like how long he stayed on tier 1. Vikings coming out right now. He needs tanks to be able to defend. I think he really needs tanks. He lost the lead, right? So he should know that he needs to sit back and defend. And tanks are just perfect for doing that. Getting up a third from each player right now. Looks like Deadfo is going to be a little bit ahead on that third timing. Charge almost finished. And just building more gates. So
Deadfo actually has 1 attack upgrade out compared to no upgrades at all. So
double forge style! He's got 2 forges. Oh yeah, what a boss.
Oh, really? Well, over the course of the game, that's really going to make a big difference then. So, the longer we wait, the more ahead Deadpool's going to get in upgrades, because I don't think Zoom's even going to bother with upgrades by the looks of it. He hasn't gotten any engineering bays up. He's not making any at the moment, so... And
I'm surprised there's been no harass from either player, honestly. No harass at all.
Yeah.
Main oversaturated.
Like some CBCs I've seen where both players are so macro heavy that they just sit back and then just make workers constantly and just make army and just sit back until they're maxed out.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be one of those games. And Deadfo actually really oversaturated at his main. Well, not incredibly, but he could stand to transfer some of those to his newly established third, just to increase the saturation right there. And whoa, actually a huge transfer going off already, so he was actually oversaturated at both bases for quite a while just then, transferring so many just then, and getting up his 5th gas just
It's going to be slightly oversaturated until he saturates that gas with workers from that 3rd base. So, yeah.
Surprised that Blink hasn't been thrown down as well.
He's actually sending even more workers over there, so now it's definitely going to be oversaturated.
Look to him to take it fast forth. He can just sit back and defend. It looks like that Zoom is finally going to push out. He only has about 6 Vikings. Yeah, 6. And scouting over himself to get that obs before he pushes out. He could fake push him to turn back. Looks like that Deadbo's going to be content taking this 4th base here in the center. Put up a lot of cannons. Things are looking fine with your army in this position. Really no abuse of this close horizontal positions yet from either player. Final weapons upgrade going down, and it's the 2nd armor upgrade, so he could even get shields after this. Shields.
Yeah, I haven't really seen that many Protoss players who really want to go for the shield upgrades.
It's just too expensive.
Some feel that it's it's too expensive for what you actually get out of it. But surely, if you're nearly maxed out, or if you are maxed out like they both are now, then surely that's only going to help you.
Yeah.
But you do have to kind of keep the ghosts in account, because yeah, that just completely negates having shields at all.
And it looks like that Zoom's going to be taking his fourth once again before taking up a center position, looking to try and abuse the range of these Vikings to get off some free shots in the Colossi. But nice little defense from the Stalkers. Oh, actually, a lot of these units on the whole position. Lots of free shots going off for the Terran army, and it looks like these Colossi are going to be vulnerable to the Vikings on the north-hand side. The Bio coming in here, stimming up, and actually walking their way into the army. The Colossi just doing massive damage, wiping out all those Marines. The upgrade's just going to work. These Zealots are even still alive. And just a matter of upgrades right now. The Protoss army, man, dominating.
Of the Protoss army at the start then, because his Zealots ran out to the front without the rest engaging, but it got to the point where the Marauders and everything from the Terran was just running so far forward into the Colossi, and all of the units from the Protoss were able to get a few extra shots just from that.
Yeah, and I love this move by Deadvo.
Taking down that planetary fortress, and this may also deny the full expansion if he does choose to go up there.
Yeah, does he actually know about it? No, he does not. But really, this is just going to be a starvation play.
Some workers going up there, so he might assume from that.
Yeah.
He'll just see another worker then.
There we go. Nice starving. And take a look at Zoom's natural. It's oversaturated. It's almost going to be mined out very soon. Main already pretty much mined out. Only one patch being gangbanged by all those SCVs. The fourth base for Deadvo is finally fully saturated. So sitting on 3 bases comfortably to the main, pretty much one of Zoom. And only 1 bunker, not many Marines at all. About a 50 food lead. And he's going to pull back and maybe even put up another base, because he can. Lots of gateways being spammed.
The Terran's economy gone, so yeah, obviously the Protoss is times 2 the economy now because of times 2 the bases. And yeah, he actually is
Reaper.
2 times the income, because at the Terran main, you only see 1 mineral field which is now finished mining, and we actually have a medevac coming across the top side. Finally, someone's abusing these close positions horizontally, but
another base going down for Deadvo. Really what I want to see out of Deadvo right now is mass gateway spam. He's got so many minerals banked up, and he's going to want to be able to reinforce fast. Deadvo actually spotting the drop or thinking about it beforehand. He's got 5 Stalkers already in position, taking down the medevac fully loaded. Not even a challenge.
He had an observer in position to scout that coming, so he just whooped in the 5 Stalkers as it was coming over. Really good observer positioning, just to make sure that there's no funny business with drops happening from the Terran.
Deadvo taking even more bases. Would love to see a Temple Archives. Oh, he's actually built it ages ago. And even a DT Shrine just to open up that tech trade. Lots of gateways, not warp gates quite yet in the center of the map. And here comes the push from the Terran.
It's starting to look like Deadvo can just attack, move in, and win.
Yeah, he could have done that ages ago, but he's just being really, really, really safe. Deadvo, man. I like your play. I like you. I'm going to tell him afterwards, I like you. And good call by Wish.
If he's so fancy when you can just do attack, move in.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That's true. You could just go kill him.
When in doubt, just go kill him. Yeah.
Command center taking the early north, the top north position. Ballsy move.
If this is scouted by the observer up there, is it? Can you see it? No, not quite. It's just barely out of the vision. But if he was able to see it, he could just bust down the rocks and move up there and kill that off.
Yep.
But to be honest, yeah, the Terran has to actually take some risk at this point.
He needs more drops. Not that it would actually matter, actually. Because these spaces down here, yeah, they're up. They haven't actually been mining. So it's just a mineral sink. Here's the final engagement, I would like to hope. And not even getting Stargates out. I'm a bit surprised by that, but you know what? The stock count is just going to be too much. The upgrades are going to be too much. Psionic Storm is almost finished being researched.
GG is caught by Zoom as he literally has nothing left.
Deadvo, what a boss. Looking strong.
Looking strong indeed. He, the map was indeed cut in half between 2 players, but Deadvo at one point just decided, yep, I'm just going to take out this corner of the map and see how you go from there on. And, of course, yeah, ended him winning.
Okay, is this stream value? I'll reduce the resolution if it is. And is anyone watching? Is people watching?
I'll be right back, just a sec. Yeah, I'll just join the game.
Okay. I'm going to just take the stream down for a second and I'll reduce the quality. Hold on. Hold on!